Hey everyone, Carl here with Littleroot Laddering, bringing you another fun team from our community here. This one comes from Enje. This is, I believe, one of the World Cup teams that he played with. This one caught my eye intentionally because Aurorus is being played on it. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. I really enjoy all the fossils, and I think Aurorus is just one of my natural favorites. It unfortunately just doesn't do anything in the current meta, so it's a little bit tricky to play with. But we do get this Power Herb Meteor Beam stuff, which always has proven useful before, so we'll kind of see how Aurora stacks up against the Series 10 meta. Kyurem White here with Choice Scarf kind of just carries this team, I feel like. You have real strong stab for an Ice and Dragon. You have Earth Power for all the pesky Fire and Steel types that can be an issue for you. Looking at the rest of this team here, we have the Fire Water Grass core of Rillaboom, Suicune, and Heatran. Heatran is carrying the Assault Vest, which is not something we normally see. This is kind of an interesting set here with Heat Wave, Flash Cannon, Earth Power, and Dark Pulse for that Calyrex Shadow. I'd be interested to see if we can survive against like an Astral Barrage and then be able to pick it up with Dark Pulse. On the back side of this, we also have Suicune to kind of answer Calyrex Shadow, because I feel like Calyrex Shadow is probably one of the harder Pokemon to answer for this team, just because we don't have any good Ghost or like Ghost resists. Looking at the rest of this here, we have standard Rillaboom with Miracle Seed, Grassy Glide, Woodhammer, U-turn, Fake Out. Feels pretty standard. And then we also have this Zapdos here with Rocky Helmet. This is something that we saw a little bit at the beginning of Series 10. These Rocky Helmet Zapdoses that are looking to kind of just be a bulky wall, a good pivot, take a physical hit, and then you have Roost and Detect to kind of just stall the game out a little bit. We're carrying Heat Wave because we don't have any good way to set rain for our Hurricanes, so that's how we're going to deal with any pesky grass types or ice types and things like that. But yeah, rental code is on the screen. This one does work. I just checked this a little while ago. So yeah, let's get into some games here with this. Alright, up against Saul, and they have a Mewtwo team. We had a little bit of trouble with Mewtwo last episode. This episode, I think Kyurem outspeeds Mewtwo. We do. So we'll outspeed max speed Mewtwo, which is something that to kind of just remember in our heads. The one issue here is that they also have Whimsicott, which can be an issue. That stack attack is also kind of scary, so I kind of want to bring Heatran and Suicune to deal with that. Outside of Stack Attack, they don't have anything really good that deals with Heatran. Unless that's Waterfoo, which that's highly likely that it's Waterfoo. So I think Heatran Rillaboom at the start here is fine. If they lead Whimsicott, we can do fake out things. If they lead Indeedee, actually, I think I want to leave Rillaboom in the back. Let's do Heatran, Suicune, Rillaboom, Kyurem. I like this a lot. Do I really like this? Yeah. Yeah, I like this. We don't have anything good against Thundurus, but Thundurus doesn't line up well against our team to begin with. We don't have any good, like there's nothing good that Electric's going to be doing to our team, so I doubt they bring that Thundurus in. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming that's Mewtwo. Yeah, Mewtwo and Indeedee. Okay. Heatran the formerly buff. That's kind of cool. So let's see here. I wonder if we Dark Pulse plus Snarl here, if we can just like pick them up. We can also set Tailwind here to get speed control, but I think the Snarl is more important. Yeah, I think the Snarl is more important. If they go for double, like, Heatran resists Expanding Force. So this is, like, we resist Psychic. So this would have to do a whole lot of damage. Psystrike into, I'm assuming Heatran. No, into Suicune. Yeah, that's fine. It's Life Orb. That means you're probably not very bulky. And now we get to bring out the Rillaboom here. So we get terrain control now. If they want to click follow me, we can fake out the Mewtwo and Dark Pulse into the Indeedee. Or I could just click Heat Wave and fake out into Mewtwo. I don't hate that plan, actually. I like that plan a lot. They swap the Indeedee out into Urshifu. Yep. Is it dark? Yes. Yep. Mewtwo protects, that's fine. It's kind of expected, but we just kind of had to play that way. If we can get a burn on this Urshifu, that'd be sick. No burn. Okay. Well, we tried. Mewtwo is going to swap out here for sure. I don't have a good switch in. I think Heatran's going to go down here. And we're going to U-turn off the Mewtwo, expecting Indeedee to come back in here. Indeedee coming in here makes the most sense because you remove priority Grassy Glide away from me, meaning that I don't get to... Yeah, I don't get to attack into Urshifu with Grassy Glide to keep my Heatran alive. But I'm content with sacrificing my Heatran to keep my Kyurem in the back alive. Yeah, close combat into Heatran's going to pick it up, no problem there. That's understandable. I think this U-turn's going to put Indeedee to half, probably. Or it'll put it to Sash. That's fine, too. That's a crit? Okay. I think the crit might have mattered putting it to Sash, because otherwise I don't think it does that much. So we get to bring out a Kyurem White here. I don't know what to lock ourselves into. We could lock ourselves into Earth Power. That might be fine, honestly. Locking ourselves into Earth Power might be the best play. Especially if there's like Stack Attacka hiding in the back. So the play here is to Grassy Glide into Indeedee. And I really think we just lock ourselves into Earth Power. We could lock ourselves into Freeze Dry. What's more power? Freeze Dry is Stab, so Freeze Dry is technically more power. I just don't want to take the risk for Blizzard checks. What's the rest of their team? So 2 Pokemon are weak to Ice, 1 Pokemon's weak to Ground. If it is Stack Attacka, I think we're fine. Show me Thundurus. It's Stack Attacka. Okay. So this isn't going to do anything, unfortunately. Oh, they're just going to give up their Mewtwo? They're just going to give up Mewtwo here. I mean, that's fine. That's still good damage for not very effective. That's huge. That is huge. If we can get it 1 turn of freeze here, I think we could pick up this Stack Attacka on the next turn. Ooh, that's really big. They're going to get the Psychic Terrain back here, but, like, we've done our job now. We picked up the Mewtwo. The Mewtwo was the one thing that was scary. I think the opponent... Okay, there's the Urshifu. I think I... Grassy Glide. And I have to Freeze Dry. into Urshifu. Stack Attack a switch out into Indeedee here makes sense. Get the Psychic Terrain up because you know I can't get Grassy Terrain back. If they don't switch, Urshifu might go down to Grassy Glide. Yeah, so you switch out into Indeedee. Indeedee takes the Freeze Dry. And then Grassy Glide goes into the Stack Attacka. I should have clicked Woodhammer, honestly. Clicking Woodhammer here was probably more correct. But that's a free KO onto the Indeedee. I don't know how much this is going to do. Not enough. Still frozen, which is good. I can U-turn, or I can Woodhammer into that Urshifu. I think Woodhammer and Freeze Dry is more effective. I wonder if this Urshifu is Scarf. If this Urshifu is Scarf, we might have a problem. If it's not, we're fine. I feel like I need to take out the Stack Attacka, though. Woodhammer into Urshifu. Freeze Dry into Urshifu. Urshifu doesn't protect. We pick up the Urshifu. Woodhammer into Stack Attack. I should pick it up. Ka-chunk. Or it doesn't, and Stack Attack is still frozen. Okay, so this is definitely game over now. There's no getting out of this for our opponent. GG's. The freeze was kind of clutch there. Not gonna lie, we were a little bit behind, losing with the Mewtwo just taking care of a bunch of stuff there early. Losing Suicune just immediately was kind of a pain. But I think the rest of that was kind of fine. Yeah, max speed, max special attack, timid. Yep. Max special attack. No, like barely any bulk. Max speed. Were you Scarf? You're Banded, okay. Rocky Helmet, Whimsicott, that's kind of cute. Choice Scarf, Thunderous, neat. I don't know why you wouldn't want to be max speed if you're Choice Scarf. Goggles, Stack Attacka, makes sense. Okay, not a bad first game. Let's get into another one. All right, up against a Reshiram. So Aurorus is actually decent here, but not as a lead. Suicune and Kyurem are probably the best answers. They're going to try and probably go slow mode on me, seeing they have a Mimikyu and no actual Tailwind. So Kyurem here is going to be actually be a good answer into that Mimikyu being able to ignore disguise. I could actually lead Heatran, Suicune, bring Aurorus to deal with Reshiram, Incineroar, Rillaboom, and all that. And do I bring Zapdos? Nah, Zapdos doesn't do anything into this team. It just feels kind of weak. I think I just bring Kyurem. Aurorus is actually really sneakily good here because they're looking for weather control, and Torkoal's their best weather answer. And I can just change that in an instant to Hail and just take over. That's actually interesting. I doubt they bring Torkoal, though. The Heatran pretty much just deters Torkoal entirely. So I'd be very surprised if they bring the weather options here and they just try to go fast with Reshiram. What do we got for a lead? I can't read any of that. Mimikyu and Rillaboom. So my lead is kind of okay. They're literally going to try and set up Trick Room. So what can we do here? They can't fake out Suicune. So I think just switching out into Aurorus is probably fine, honestly. Actually, clicking Snarl and breaking that disguise is probably good. And then clicking Heat Wave is also probably fine. Like, they're going to fake out Heat Train anyway, so I'm just going to click a move. No, they just move Grassy Glide into this weekend. That is fine. We break the disguise. Put a little bit of chip on that Rillaboom. It's good to note that the Rillaboom is, I think the Rillaboom's Life Orb, if I saw that right. Oh, we missed the Rillaboom. That's not good. Burn? Nope. Okay, that's fine. So if they go for Grassy Glide again into the Suicune, we can swap into the Kyurem here. Mainly due to just, it's going to be a resisted hit. And then I'm sad we missed the Heat Wave on the Rillaboom. If we'd hit the Heat Wave on the Rillaboom, we were in a really good spot. What can they do here? They get to probably Shadow Sneak and Grassy Glide, or Shadow Sneak and U-Turn into the Suicune, trying to pick it up. So we're going to pull Suicune out, put Kyurem back in. Hopefully be... Yep, there's the U-Turn. Yep. No Shadow Sneak means this Mimikyu's fairly fast if the Rillaboom undersped it, so that's a slow Rillaboom. Show me Torkoal? No, there's the Reshiram. Okay. We missed the Reshiram. That's fine. I mainly want to just hit the Mimikyu. Hey, we got the burn. That's good. That's real good, actually. And that's a crit, too. That's fine. So, now what do we do? I think now we switch Kyurem out into the Suicune. And just let Suicune go down. And I can Earth Power... Actually, I can just Flash Cannon into the Mimikyu to pick it up. Yeah, I'm just going to Flash Cannon into Mimikyu to pick it up. Get it out of here. Yep, there goes that. Into, I'm assuming that's the other Pokemon? Zapdos, yeah, that's fine. So, I know for a fact Aurorus is fairly slow. So it'd be kind of cool to see... Nice damage. Draco Meteor into the Suicune. Yeah, sure. You were getting this thing anyway, so this is fine. I wonder if we can... I need to check the summary on this thing. How slow are we? Are we fairly slow? We're at 85. Swap into Aurorus. Aurorus can Meteor Beam the Reshiram. And we can... And we can flash cannon into Zapdos. Like, he has to double protect here and wait for his Trick Room to run out. This is probably Power Anklet Zapdos. If we connect this Meteor Beam, this is going to be huge. I want Aurorus to do well here. Come on. Hit it. Connect. Please connect. Yes! Blast it. Get it out of here. Be gone, Reshiram. Get out of here. And then Flash Cannon picks up the Zapdos. We're doing it. We're doing it. Oh, this was great. So now we've got a +1 Aurorus on the battlefield under Trick Room still. The Rillaboom's coming out. Grassy Terrain runs out real soon. Trick Room also runs out real soon. How many turns of Trick Room are left? 1 turn of Trick Room, 1 turn of Grassy Terrain. So, I think it's correct to protect here. And it's correct to protect, click Heat Wave. I think Aurorus outspeeds this Rillaboom. If this Rillaboom is min speed, it's like 80. Oh, they're going for Grassy Glide anyway, that's fine. Mimikyu got dodged, but Mimikyu won't survive the burn plus the hail. So this is completely fine. GG's, opponent. We got it. Aurorus coming in clutch. Let's go. Going to take Hail Chip. Grassy Terrain recovery, and then burn, and then you're going to be at 1 HP. Like, literally 1 HP. You do not survive the next turn. GG's, opponent. GG's. We just click Freeze Dry, Flash Cannon, and let the hail do the work. Yep. Sweet. Aurorus got to do its thing. Got to blow up a Reshiram. Did exactly like we wanted it to. That game was much cleaner. Sacrificing Suicune there was the correct call. Using Snarl to break the disguise was also correct. Missing the Heat Wave there was kind of unfortunate though. Especially seeing that had we hit that, the Rillaboom was just gone forever. Yeah, it was Life Orb, okay. Charcoal, Torkoal, not surprised here. Mental Herb to play around Taunt. Like, that's like the one thing that stops Trick Room from Mimikyu, so that's fine. Moonball Zapdos is kind of cute. Focus Sash, interesting. Eject Button Incineroar, that's neat. That's kind of neat. I like that. I like that. And then Wide Lens to hit our Draco Meteors and Blue Flares more consistently. Okay. Okay, I can get behind that. Team's really cool. Really, really cool. But yeah, just having Aurorus just do all that damage with Meteor Beam, playing that must-hit kind of game is kind of scary, but it's also like, it feels like it's just the rush of hitting that is like so much fun. But yeah, let's get into our last match of the day. All right, up against Sun. So this is interesting because Aurorus is going to be maybe slower than Groudon. That's going to be hard to do. Zapdos does really well into this matchup a little bit just because we have Heat Wave for Venusaur. So it might be correct to go Kyurem, Rillaboom, Aurorus, and Suicune. I just don't know. Their team is really weak to Kyurem and Aurorus. Heatran just doesn't do enough. Zapdos is kind of okay. I think I like Zapdos. as the last. Like, if push comes to shove, we get to click Heat Wave into Groudon. And if Groudon's, like, Choice Band or something, we can just dodge P-Blade and just get locked into P-Blades, then we're fine. Or we can just switch into Aurorus, take the sun away. Yeah. I wonder if we just, like, U-turn. Yep, there's the drought. They know that my I'm Scarf and Miracle Seed. I'm gonna click Blizzard, and I'm gonna switch into Aurorus. This does two things. One, it guarantees my Blizzard's going to hit. Two, it takes away Sun, so Kyurem isn't taking Heat Crash damage or whatever. I like this plan a lot. If they set up Trick Room, we're also fine, because Aurorus' base 85 is at 85, and is probably slower than Groudon. So we get to take the weather control. Yep, there goes the Groudon, that's fine. Venusaur's not going to appreciate this. Yep. Yep, you can have your Trick Room, sure. I need to check min speed on Groudon. Really fast. I have it somewhere. Even at minus nature, they can't... They speed tie if there's 0 IVs. They speed tie with Aurorus. So what we do here is we swap out Kyurem. And we probably just swap out into Rillaboom. We just do the double swap. I actually don't hate that. We just double swap here into Zapdos Rillaboom. Rillaboom takes the resisted P-Blaze. We get to figure out speed tiers a little bit. Like, this feels like the best case scenario. Like, if this is Helping Hand Rock Slide, we're kind of in trouble. Oh no, it's just P-Blades. Okay, sure. Rillaboom takes that like a champ. So we just click Heat Wave and... How slow are we? I need to check to see our speed tier on this Rillaboom. Are we fast or are we slow? We're fairly fast. Groudon probably protects here, right? Like, Groudon has to protect here. No? Okay. Pain Split with the Zapdos. He gets a lot of health back. Fire Punch. So they're Fire Punch into my Rillaboom. That's going to take out Rillaboom. Dusclops gets dodge it. Burn the Groudon. Yeah, let's go. Well-timed burns all around. Trick Room's got 2 turns left, if I remember correctly. We get to send out Aurorus. Take the weather control back. I think I'm just going to Thunderbolt into the Dusclops and protect Aurorus this turn. Actually, what turn is this for Trick Room? Yeah, it is 2. Okay. Man, I can Meteor Beam this Dusclops. I think I need to deal with the Dusclops. I'm going to take the bet that I am slower than this Groudon. I'm going to take that bet. I am. Now I just need to hit this Meteor Beam. I will trade Aurorus for their Dusclops. I will trade that 100%. Hit the Meteor Beam. We hit the Meteor Beam. I don't think I can take it out. No. But we get it low. P-Blades hits the Aurorus. That's fine. Isn't enough to take it out. Oh, that's huge. That's actually huge. If Aurorus can heal back up with Grassy Terrain above 50 HP, the Dusclops can't take out Aurorus either. Oh my goodness, we're at 52. I'm expecting Pain Split into the Zapdos and P-Blades off of Groudon. So I'm just going to Freeze Dry and detect the Zapdos. Dusclops comes out. Landorus comes in. This is fine. This is actually fine. They were probably expecting T-Bolt, which I obviously was not going to do. And then this +1 should take out Groudon. Heck yeah, let's go. Aurorus is a monster. I love it. Trick Room's done. Grassy Terrain is done. I have so many turns of Hail left. I get to Thunderbolt into this Dusclops. And I'm just going to click Protect. Expecting Earth Power or something into my Aurorus. Because if a Landorus Rock Slides, I want to keep Aurorus around for Trick Room. So there'll be no Trick Room. My Zapdos is faster than the Landorus. Got the crit. That's what we needed. Come on. Earth Power, Rock Slide. Okay, that's fine. This is why we protected Aurorus. Zapdos tanks the Rock Slide. I think I'm just going to click Heat Wave and Freeze Dry because I know my Choice Scarf Kyurem's going to outspeed this Landorus. Got another burn. Holy crap. All the luck today. This is going to double KO. Oh, Aurorus. Aurorus is a monster. Don't flinch. Dang it. Dang it, I wanted Aurorus to pick up the KO. Drat. Oh my goodness. Okay, Kyurem. Clean him up. Let's go. Let's get this over with. Kyurem's going to come in here, save the day, clean up this Landorus like it's supposed to. Click Freeze Dry. Click Freeze Dry. GG's, bud. GG's. good games to my opponent, and that is the 3-0. Let's go. Goodness, been on a tear this week. Went 2-1 the first 2 times. 3-0 this episode. Been on a win streak here lately. It's great. Real fun matches. Really enjoyed it. So let's go get this rental code for this team. I highly recommend picking this one up. This team was a blast. Big shout out to Enje for sharing this with us. I know it's a little bit late. We wanted to play it sooner, but time got away from us and Showdown started slipping, so we didn't have time to play it. But I'm glad I finally got to at least feature it at least one day. This team is great. Aurorus does so much work. I love it to death. Outside of that, the Heat Train was cool. The Zapdos was very bulky and came in clutch a lot too. Poor Suicune just didn't have the bulk that I was expecting it to. It got taken out a lot. There was that Helping Hands Life Orb boosted Side Strike in Game 1, and then the Grassy Glide in Game 2 from the Life Orb Rillaboom that almost took it out. So I kind of wish I wish I had played a little bit safer with it, so I actually could do other things besides click Snarl for one turn and then get sacrificed off later. But yeah, that is how Pokemon goes sometimes. Sometimes you just bring the wrong Pokemon. Sometimes you just lose it real quick. But yeah, rental code is on screen. Make sure to follow us on Twitter. At LR Lessons, myself at Musical VGC, Carter's at Mr. Missouri 25. We do deep dive polls on Twitter. We post events on Twitter and all that fun stuff. So definitely go check us out there. If you haven't yet, come join our Discord. Discord is how you get us to play your teams, where you can talk with us about sports, VGC, Pokemon Unite, whatever food you made for dinner, stuff like that. It's just a great place to hang out and talk and relax for a little while. And make sure to do all the fun YouTube stuff. Subscribe, like, comment down below how much you love Aurorus and how Aurorus is the best Pokemon in VGC, period. Hands down, no contest. And we will see you all on Sunday for some random video that I haven't come up with yet. Bye, everyone.